Hello. In this video, we have compiled the best Brad Pitt movies. Throughout his career, Brad Pitt, who has played in dozens of movies, has become a successful blockbuster actor that everyone knows. The fact that he can always play different roles in the movies he plays reveals his talent. Without further ado, let's leave you with our favorite recommendations. As movie lovers, I think it would be unfair not to put this movie at the top of the list. I guess there is no one who has not seen this movie, so let's briefly summarize its plot. If you still haven't seen this masterpiece, sit down and watch it immediately. An underground fight club founded by a sleepless office worker and a reckless soap maker turns into something much more. You can also comment on this movie in the comments. I am curious about your opinions about this movie. Directed by Quentin Tarantino, this alternate history film is set in Nazi-occupied France during World War II. The story follows the crossing of paths between a gang of degenerates made up of Jewish soldiers who use brutal methods against the Nazis and a movie theater owner who wants to avenge his family. Brad Pitt plays the character of Lieutenant Aldo Rain, the leader of the gang, and leaves his mark on the movie with his unforgettable lines. For this movie, and Brad Pitt in particular, this is the first time that someone else's acting is talked about in a movie with Brad Pitt. Christoph Waltz managed to break the nerves in every scene he appeared in. Do you agree with my opinion? This 1995 dark and gripping thriller centers on two detectives trying to solve the murders of a serial killer. This serial killer kills those who commit the 7 deadly sins in his own way. These 7 deadly sins are arrogance, greed, lust, envy, jealousy, gluttony, destructiveness, and laziness. The killer makes a list of those who commit these sins, considers himself an agent of God, and mercilessly kills his victims. Brad Pitt stars as the inexperienced but ambitious detective David Mills, who, along with veteran detective Somerset, played by Morgan Freeman, tracks down the killer. I would say it is one of the most unforgettable thrillers with a surprising ending. We do a lot of time travel in this sci-fi suggestion movie. The world is threatened by a deadly virus that killed 5 billion people in 1996. When I think about the coronavirus, I better understand how dangerous this virus is. When we come to 2035, only 1% of the world's population has survived. To prevent this virus, James Cole, one of the prisoners, is sent to the past with a time machine. Brad Pitt plays the character of Jeffrey Goins, an intelligent but unstable man Cole met in the past. He won a Golden Globe and was nominated for an Oscar for this performance. This is the movie that I want those who love epic war movies to watch. It tells the epic story of the war that lasted 10 years and caused the collapse of a civilization. The war that started after Helen, Queen of Sparta, ran away with Prince Paris of Troy. Brad Pitt plays Achilles, the most powerful warrior of the Greek army. A production that will mesmerize the audience with its great battle scenes and impressive visuals. We mentioned our next recommendation in our previous video in the concept of self-help movies. Moneyball, crowned with Brad Pitt's acting. Billy, the head of the Oakland baseball team, builds a team with a limited budget and challenges the rich clubs. The comment I would make about this movie would be this: it is a movie that very well explains the importance of breaking the rules, taking risks, and innovative thinking to achieve success. The transfers they made while building the team were criticized for not being a classic talent hunt, but as success came, people stopped criticizing them. We talked about old movies in general. Now I will talk about this movie with a very strong cast. Give a chance to the movie with strong names like Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie. Written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, this movie focuses on the late golden age of Hollywood in 1969, a period when the classical understanding of cinema began to change. Rick Dalton, a former television star whose career is on the decline, and his stuntman and best friend Cliff Booth try to maintain their place in the movie business while facing the threat of the real-life Charles Manson cult. Brad Pitt won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar for his portrayal of Cliff Booth, a talented stuntman with a laid-back attitude. Another one of my favorite Brad Pitt movies, Ad Astra, directed by James Gray, is a sci-fi movie about Roy McBride, a space engineer who travels around the solar system to find his father, who went to the planet Neptune 20 years ago to investigate whether there was life there and to understand why his mission failed. For those who are looking for a slow-moving but philosophical science fiction movie with visually impressive scenes, I would like to put it on their list and give it a chance. The movie I'm about to recommend is not yet released, but I'm looking forward to it. The movie that will be released this year is called F1. It tells the story of a Formula One driver who comes out of retirement to mentor and team up with a younger driver. Seven-time F1 world champion Lewis Hamilton is producing the project and also contributing to the script, a movie that may be of interest to those who love Formula racing. Another movie I want to include in this list is Fury. Directed by David Ayer, this war movie presents a harsh and dramatic story set in the last days of World War II. Brad Pitt plays an experienced sergeant named Don War Daddy Collier. Together with his team, War Daddy embarks on a dangerous mission into Nazi Germany in a Sherman tank they call Fury. The movie portrays the brutality of war and the psychology of the soldiers in a very realistic way. With its fierce battle scenes, strong acting, and impressive atmosphere, it is not to be missed for war movie lovers. Brad Pitt is one of the most talented and charismatic actors in cinema. He gives life to different characters and is remembered with his performances that impress the audience in every movie. In this video, we took a look at some of his favorite movies. Even though each of them is in a different genre, it is possible to see Brad Pitt's extraordinary talent in each of them. So which is your favorite Brad Pitt movie? Don't forget to share in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more content. See you in the next video.